Terrence. Oh, talk about footwork, the handle, the finish, and a couple of buckets here for Terrence Mann.
Pretty allowable, too.
3 turnovers in 3 minutes. 2 made shots. Sabonis for 3. He does not take a ton of them.
Brown was an assistant in San Antonio, but we tried to settle this score. We went back to Ty Lue, and he says he tried to pay Mike, but Mike would not accept it. I just want you guys to know.
9 to shoot for Sabonis. Doesn't take a ton of mid-range shots. I don't know why. Loses the ball. Turnover number 5. Herder back the other way. Kings don't have numbers, don't seem to care.
We'll keep an eye on that.
Zoo goes to work on Sabonis, making him work on that side. How about that footwork? A little one-toe. Ragged but right. Clippers cut the lead down to 9. Monk. Elbow jumper with a hand in his face. It is good. Monk. Terrence Davis inside. No. Rebound back tap to Okpala. Now on the wing to Monk for 3. Malik Monk 30. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Mitchell back outside to Monk. A step back 3. Backpedals. Oh, he loved it.
John Wall, but Covington not able to find it. But seems like he's found a home here with Sacramento. Oh, my goodness.
What a lob inside. Wall gets around his defender, gets down the lane off the window and in, counted, and a foul. And it momentarily stops the bleeding. And their offense is top 5, and their defense in that 16-game stretch has gone to 17 after it opened the year at 26. Davis with the flush.
Offensively, but on this end of the court, 61% by Sacramento is just too high for shooting percentage. Another easy shot in the lane.
Players all have the ebb and flow throughout the year. Right now it is a flow for the Sacramento Kings. Fox fakes the pass, pulls the trigger on a 3. First field goal. He has 5.
Well, I mean, but they've gotten their chance. It's not like Sacramento in the last 4 or 5 possessions have, really been efficient. We just haven't been able to capitalize until now.
Wall picked up by Herder. His mouth begins to water. Crosses him over but loses the ball. Jackson dives on the floor to save the possession. Down the lane to the rim with the left hand. Oh, it's Terrence Mann who taps it in.
Grinding their way through offensively to continue to cut into this lead.
Well, they've hit their last 3 shots. Murray with the flush makes it 58-35. Even to that Utah game, just 60% now at the 70% plateau. Fox. Oh, what a move by De'Aaron Fox. It looked like he was going to go up on the other side. And a leaping Coffey has the rebound. He leads the run the other way. Reggie for 3.
Yes.
62-43, Sacramento. Man, into Zoo. What a pass, what a finish.
But you know, quick offense, though.
Man back the other way, from the line to the lane to the rim. Dismissed by Sabonis.
Wow.
Fox looking to sling it ahead to Murray. Instead has to settle for Harrison Barnes 3, and he likes the results. Cannot get the shot to fall. Good defense inside for Sacramento. Sabonis down the lane, runs over Zoo, whistle blocking foul, count the basket.
Back to Davion Mitchell, we talked about the trade with Halliburton, and the reason why they probably chose to stay with Mitchell, see Harrison Barnes with the drive, and one is that he plays better off the ball.
Boy, I'll tell you, everything that I see, and I will include some of the preseason, I'm excited for that young man, and he's been very good in the G League. Herder, floater falls, 4:13 to play in the 3rd.
Just to talk with get a mindset and understand. Again, I got a chance to cover him briefly. He's at Michigan, and speaking about covering Terrence Mann down the lane, but
Terrence Mann, 13 controls. Amir Coffey, baseline drive. To the cut. Counted at a foul and send that young man to the line. Covington. The floater off the window is in. Counted at a foul. 83-61.
High flyer, athletic, love to shoot it, but now he's expanding his game to become more of a playmaker, and it pays off.
Covington. No, but Diabate. Yes. Diabate secures the loose ball. Preston to Covington. Boston open for 3. Got it. Sacramento out in front. Clippers have outscored the Kings 31-28 in the frame for what it is worth. Fox down the lane, stops below the dotted line. Wow. Good contest there by Preston, but boy, Fox is something else.
with Jason Preston.
I mean, and you've been through it with your oldest son, and how much attention you need to draw to them to get people to pay attention to them, to go to these big schools. And look, he's done. It'll be a lot of fun to watch him develop. By the way, Boston hits a three, lead down to 18. Clippers get a stop. Here comes Preston. They head to Boston. Sidestepping defenders. Oh, a graceful glide to the rim. 20-point lead for the Kings. Herter, corner three. He heard us.
He heard us.
Tough shot by Barnes. And a timeout for Ty Lue with 8:51 to play. But this has worked out well. And I do believe Sacramento breaks the playoff drought this year. Three by Murray after the toss of the tap. It is good for the rookie.
But then sometimes you have to figure out the best move for not just short term, for the long term of the franchise on how it plays out. And
I mean, coming into today's game, the Dallas Mavericks were on the out looking in the play-in game.
I was going to say you still see Amir Coffey in that kind of same ilk in regards to developing still, even though he's a little bit older than those that you just mentioned.
Boston. A variety of moves. Once a whistle, not going to get it. Meanwhile, Moses Brown finishes up inside. Holmes. Murray. Strong drive. Counted in a foul.
You know, but for that year, was it a year or two that he was on the bench for San Antonio?
I think it was a year. It's funny that you bring that up, but we were in San Antonio last month. 2:10 remains in this one. Len, the floater, is good. But the Kings are a much different team than they were when they opened up the year 0-4. And you know, per Jamie's report, as Boston flings a three, Clippers had some dominant 123-93. It was Sacramento early and often. Boston for three. Sacramento will improve to 12-9 after an 0-4 start. They are right in the thick of things out of the Western Conference. Sabonis, 10 of 11 from the field, 24.